Hello YouTubers, and welcome to another episode of Let's Build with Ruffleberry Pwnecake on my channel right now. I do apologize that I haven't put out a new episode for my builds and everything, but lately I've been so caught up with other things and I've been busy with work that I have not been able to put out something like this. But as asked, I am going to show you guys now this episode and what it's all about. And this is, of course, the continuation of Soulless Dead, which was my original zombie survival pack and story map. So, I'm going to show you this. It's relatively shorter than the first one, but it has a superior storyline in my opinion. So, let's just jump right into just looking around, okay? Now, as you can see, you're in a small zeppelin floating over the water, okay? And there's going to be some story stuff here and some rules. And yeah, so this is where you first start. Now, there's no reason for you to miss this platform. I made it just perfect, so you can just drop down. Of course, you start off in a little mini zeppelin. The Volca, of course, runs out of fuel, so you pretty much have to take one of the smaller ones that was parked in the landing bay and make your way here. Now, let's see. You just make your way in here, and you find your way over to here. And the intercom and talking and stuff, and you find yourself a key, and let's see here. Yeah, you open that up, but just for the sake of it, I'm going to use some other stuff. Grab yourself a lever. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, I do apologize. It's been a while since I played online at all, so a little rusty. A bit, but you just make your way down the hallway, of course, and you find your way into the main building here. You can go off and look around inside some of the labs, and you'll find some keys and some relevant stuff. But the idea, of course, is to make your way to the top of the tower here. But we also have some side stuff, of course, to go find keys. You're in a Jetsons style futuristic underwater lab tower thingy, where you know it's pretty nice. Make our way back to the top-ish, and yeah, this is just one of the buildings. I don't want to show too much because I don't want to spoil things for everybody. It's just a really nice place to look at. Of course, you drop one of the keys here. Just for the sake of it, I'll drop one here, and you make your way up. And of course, there's going to be a maze, and of course, you see the symbol for them, and you make your way up. I don't want to show you guys too much because it kind of defeats the purpose of the episode and everything like that. But long and short, you just, like I said, there's going to be some doubling back in this, like there was in the original one. My sensitivity's up a little high. Anywho, yeah, this is the base. This is where you're going to be starting. Your first few minutes are going to be fighting zombies within this building here, and the labs and stuff like that. So you're going to be there, and I know you guys saw those lights at the bottom, so I'll just show you what I built down here. Down here is the gate to the final boss area, which will be, I'll explain later. It'll be in the Underworld, and down here are some areas where you can get keys and stuff like that, but blah blah, so on and so forth. And as soon as you're done here, you take the bridge to Camelot. Of course, that being said, there's lots of puzzles and lots of cool stuff here. A lot of places to go to get weapons and gear up for the next part. This is part 2, of course, of the world. There's some mazes and stuff like that. I didn't spend a lot of time on this part of the map because I didn't think it would be really all that necessary. But of course, you know, you go in there and you get the castle over here, and you got a lab where they found an ender portal. So we'll go to this. Now, the story behind the ender portal is that King Arthur thought that he could go there and you know, figure some stuff out and try and conquer it for himself. And of course, that didn't turn out so well, as you can tell. So you make your way in, and if, you know, the first thing you see is just a little town over here, and a small fortress that's blown to crap. And of course, one of the cool things is you can collect the legendary knight's armor and stuff like that, and you can search around, and the legendary knight armor that you find in a lot of ways is better than a lot of the diamond armor you can craft if you find certain things. So that's an interesting little thing I wanted to throw by. Also, there's a big puzzle that was built by one of my friends down here. You have to spell out some stuff. There are hints and clues everywhere, but you spell things out and it'll give you some really cool stuff. And of course you got Merlin's house, which is actually really nice. And there's a little secret Easter egg in there, and if you can figure out some of the puzzles, you'll be able to get the treasure and stuff, and then make your way safely out the top over here. So as soon as you're done gathering up the stuff that's here, you make your way over here, and yeah. So you walk here, and then you got the church, which I figured out how to put water, of course. That's what makes it special around here, and everything like that. But nice little church with a little bit of side story. Nothing too special, nothing too crazy. And you know, you got yourself a lab, and you can get your keys out of there. But you make your way. You can tell that both the medical group that caused this, and of course King Arthur's ruins, that people of many different generations tried to conquer this place, but ultimately they were kind of screwed. And as you can see, there's blood on the floor, which is redstone. And then you happen upon another relic, which is a nice little hats off to you know, Monty Python, one of my personal favorite movies, Brave Sir Robin. Yeah, so that's another thing right there. And you're going to have lots of hazards around here with monsters and stuff like that. And it's actually relatively interesting that this kind of stuff is like this. But yeah, just lots of stuff like that. So you make your way, and the object is to find keys in hell, the Ender Eyes, to open up the Ender Portal to fight the Ender Dragon. But yeah, you just make your way around looking for the Ender Eyes in this massive lab, and then you go to the very top up here. And this is the last part of the lab. Right here, this is another one of the suits of armor you walk in, and you actually, if you go in here, you'll learn a major part of the story. So I recommend that you, if you do play with me at all, that you come on in here and read up and learn about what's going on, what's wrong with this picture, so to speak. And yeah, I mean, I worked pretty hard on it, but then again, you know, it just takes time, I guess. You get your computers and all your junk around here, and you wander around, and so on and so forth. So you make your way up here, and you wander around a little bit, and you find this really weird altar. Of course, it's nice and fancy and creepy. So you make your way down this spiral staircase down into hell itself. Do be careful when you do come down here, because I had some friends that fell through the grates because they were being careless, and they drowned in lava and burned to death in a very painful death. But yeah, you make your way out here, and boom, King Arthur turned into a homunculus, blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. Don't want to ruin the story for you guys if you ever want to play this. So yeah, this is the hell build. And you make your way out of here after you get the last bit of the keys to unlock the gate to go to the end, and it's pretty sweet, as a matter of fact. Unfortunately, I cannot go to the end itself and show you guys the Ender Dragon fight, and you know, that would kind of ruin the story. But I can say this, that it is going to be a very tough fight the way I did it, and the way I designed the end. And yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. Again, like, it just takes time, I guess, to get to that kind of thing. But it just takes a lot of work, and this kind of thing would definitely be fun to play. But I mean, it took time, and a lot of my buddies helped me out on this one, thank goodness. This one took a lot less time to build, because it is considerably shorter. But that's pretty much the gist of the building itself. Again, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. This is Jesse Hill, aka Raffleberry Pone Cake, and